This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness. And today I want to talk about the new blog update for Starbound. So let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is it is confirmed that mechs will have energy and will need to be recharged in some way. If you look at the little Giphy cat image that they posted and you watch till the end, you can see that once all the items are on the mech, it shows you down in the bottom right hand corner area, there is energy. It's 250 MJ. Probably millijoules or megajoules, something like that. And then its usage is 1.4 MJ a second. So I'm guessing the more complex items you have or the higher level items you have, because they do also tell you that there are different variations of the items and they tier up for better quality basically. So I'm imagining the better quality you have, the more MJ it's going to use per second. The question is, are you going to actually be able to increase that 250 MJ, or is that going to be based off something like the body type or something like that? I don't know, but it'll be fun to see, and I really think that it's cool the way that they have it. It's so freaking neat because you can customize your mech any way you want by mixing and matching the different parts that they have available. Now, here's where it becomes really neat when you think about how they've done this, and all of the modders out there, anybody who's dove into that assets folder and understands how the game works on the code level, will know that the way they are doing this is probably very similar to the way procedurally generated creatures are created. Inside the assets folder, you have chunks of a creature. You have the head, the body, the tail. Sometimes, depending on whether it's a quadruped, biped, whatever, it mixes and matches the parts a little bit different. The mechs are probably pretty much the same way. Well, I mean, look at them. They're clearly going to be the same way. You have the body, the booster, the left arm, the right arm, the legs, and the horn. So each of those different pieces come together to make the whole, just like the procedurally generated creatures do. The difference between these and the procedurally generated creatures is that you can mix and match these parts on your own. Now, the question is how easy is that going to be to mod this whole mech assembly station so that you can create your own custom whatever. There is a lot of procedurally generated stuff in this game, and pretty much anything that is procedurally generated is created the same way within the game. You have different parts, the game mix and matches those different parts and then combines them together. This mech station should, in theory, allow us to do that with pretty much anything, or make your own custom mod that allows you to create your own custom weapons easily with different parts that you find throughout the universe, the same way you find the different parts for the mech. So this is big news for the future of Starbound. Now, can we already probably do this? Yeah, but nobody's really gone through and done the code to make the mod to do so, and then you have to wonder how compatible is that mod going to be with everything else. This is going to be added to the core game, and modding the core game is much easier than creating a mod from scratch. The other thing that's really neat is creating custom mech pieces, or spawning in custom mech pieces should be relatively straightforward. So even if they do not give us a huge variety from the get-go, the modding community can easily fix that with all kinds of different custom pieces for you to play with. Lastly, let's talk about some slight disappointments I had with this blog post. First off, in the mech creation screen, there's only 2 color options. That's slightly disappointing to me. I was really hoping that we'd be able to color more than just 2 sections. So if you watch as the person creating it creates the mech and adds the colors, there's like a main color, and then there's your highlighted color or your trim color or whatever, and that's it. Those are the only 2 options you have for coloring, and it doesn't look like a huge variety. Then again, I mean, more could be added later. They could just be taunting us with this. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate that, but as it stands now, if that's all we get, I'm slightly disappointed in that. I'd really like to have more options to come up with custom colors and stuff like that. It'd be really nice if we had just the colors slider where you just slide through the 256 million different color options that are possible. That would be neat, but I don't know, we'll see what happens there. The other thing that was slightly disappointing is they show us that there are different versions of an item, and basically it goes up in quality. So you have your basic mech boosters, and then they show the gallant mech boosters, but they don't show us anything in between, so we don't get an idea of how these things are going to scale as they level up, or you level up different pieces. They just show you the crappiest version and what I'm assuming is the best version of this specific item, and I'm guessing there's probably going to be different types of boosters and not just generic mech boosters, because you can see the maneuverability for the gallant ones isn't maxed out like the flight speed is. So there's probably ones with maneuverability that's maxed out but flight speed lower. There's probably going to be ones that are, you know, balanced and those things are equal, but it's just disappointing that they don't show us like the whole range that what you can get there of that specific one to give us an idea of how these things are going to scale. And I mean, I guess that's part of just teasing you and building hype, but I really would have liked to have seen that so that we have an idea of how these different pieces are going to scale before we get into the game and start playing with them. And that's about it. Just a quick little video on my thoughts on this blog post. I'm really excited for this next update. It's going to bring a lot of good things to Starbound, and I'm also really excited that they chose not to add another fuel type to the game and that the mechs just have an energy source that you need to keep charged in order to keep them moving. I think that adds balance to the game and keeps them from being overpowered, while at the same time does not add anything extra and tedious to the game. You can just build your mech, jump in it, run out there, do your thing, and, you know, keep it charged. And it adds a slight sense of urgency when you're in the mech, because you're probably not going to be able to charge these things on the go. It's more than likely going to be a case where you have to charge them in some type of charging station. And with that being said, ladies and gents, that is going to wrap it up for this video. Before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for all of your support, and to all of the fans out there. You all are amazing, and I could not do this without you. If you would like to become a Patreon supporter, please check out the link in the description below. Supporting this channel really helps me out a lot and helps me bring you more content more frequently. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.